You got nervous. Good shot. Chase, when you get around that plateau, you got to cut to the middle quicker. That way, they're going to cut you and get a good shot off. All right, guys. Wait a minute. You got to let him go ahead. You go over. Go. Here we go. Stay low, Avery. Nice, let's go. You got it. Go, Avery. Stick handle. Use the board. Use your body. Use your body to block the ball, Avery. Good job. All right, that's it. Ready? Let's go. Nice shot. Good job. All right. Did you just go first last time? Oh, Avery did. All right, Mitch. Ready? Go. Avery, go. All right. What do you guys want to do now? Water? What are you getting tired?
No.
We have 7 minutes. What do you want to do in 7 minutes?
Wait, Dad! Splash out from the blue line.
What do you guys want to do? How about shoot? Well, not the blue line though. Here? Huh? Yeah. All right, this is what we're going to do. I want one guy here. No, give it back. Come on in. All right. One guy here. One guy over there. One guy back there. We're going to pass. And I'll be in the pass corner. All right. You don't have to say who you're going to pass to. You can pass to anybody. Guys, everybody, hey, listen. We should all be like this. Look at how I you guys should all be in hockey stands. Avery's the closest one. Mitch looks good. Chase, get off the ball. Bend down more, Chase. You're too high. There you go. Good. Too low. Chase, too low. Look. Look at me. There you go. All right. Let's go, Mitch. Avery, move back. Pass to whoever you want. Make a good pass. Chase, bend down. You're too upright. Oh. Good. Hey, I know you can something and make it back just like this. Shoot! Here! Mitch! No one can accept that pass. So listen, you know why you did that? You know why that went in the air? Because you went like this. You went. Now, if this is how you're supposed to pass, right? Guys, hey, so when you pass, instead of going like this, that's like this. Push it. So, like you're squeezing. Push it. Like that. See how he did that? Push it. Chase. Gotta make a good pass. Now, I think you can shoot out. And then come down like this. Alright, let's go. Everybody at any time to take it in.
Hey Larry, if you go to my YouTube page, I got a couple of minutes of your practice there in case you want to show some of the kids something.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'll be there for probably a couple days.
The ones that we just, the ones that we just did now?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so maybe
What's it called? Is there a
just,
name on it or no?
just look up memory video productions on YouTube, you know, and you'll find it.
Oh, okay.
It'll be the first one there. It's streaming live right
Oh,
now.
okay.
So.
Thanks, Joey.
Yep.
Oh, you're right home the other night.
What ride home?
Joey told me you're pretty bomb.
Who?
Bottom.
What? No.
I didn't think you were.
No.
Right, were you?
No.
I think you're in today.
Huh? Oh, okay, and? I was going to ask you about it. Okay. I'm very, and how much was it again? Okay, yeah. You got to tell me how that's going. Because like I said, I want to wear something like that when I'm playing hockey. What? Okay. You're getting a little nervous talking to me, that's why. Hey, I thought Mata was repping with you tonight.
He has a 6. He don't get here for 6. He always goes for 7.
Okay, I don't have the 7 You know what I'm asking. Okay.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Need me to hold something?
I just need you to talk in a second.
Yep.
Just to make sure it's still working.
Mic check and all. Mic check. 1, 2. Sweet. has been the dynamite player for the Allies this year. Since he started, the Allies have strung together 5 consecutive victories. Now for the Salty Dogs down on the other end, it will be Captain Glenn Cohen, who just took a shot on goal. He's wearing that light blue helmet and the black jersey. And then his running mate out there will be John Venditti Jr., who just skated onto the bench, so he will be out there as well. He has a white helmet on. And between those two and one more in Brian Curran, those three can really put points on the board. And Allies, as mentioned, that is the three-headed monster that Allies is going to have to deal with. So stick around, please. Opening face-off is just around the corner. We will be refereed tonight by legendary ball hockey player in Connecticut, Joe Mata, and John Driscoll. I'd like to thank our sponsor, JD's Pizzeria Bar and Grill in Southington, as well. JD's has the largest TV in the Southington area, and they make great pizza. A few key players missing tonight for the Allies. One, Jim Benning, and the other in Brian Watros, both veteran players of this squad and both have a vital role in this team's success. Benning on the defensive side and Watros is one of the veteran finishers. Now for the Salty Dogs, they're also missing one of their enforcers in the back by the name of Jeremy Bauer. Bauer got into an altercation last week for the Dogs and is now serving his 1-game suspension this evening. So with first place on the line, we'll see if either that losing taste is ripped out of the mouth of the Salty Dogs after their first loss of the season, or if the Dogs can knock that winning taste out of the Allies' mouth after stringing together 5 consecutive wins. It should be a doozy. As Joe Mata now takes center rink, he's trying to get everybody out there for our opening face-off. And that is Venditti next to Mata, head referee. He's wearing the white helmet and the teal jersey. And Venditti did just play in the deck game before this, so we'll see if fatigue actually kicks in for the Salty Dogs star player. For the Allies, it will be Blazinski, Alves, Sweetie, and Kelsey out there. For the Dogs, it's Venditti, Moraes, Curran, and Cohen. Or Curran, sorry about that. Brian Curran wearing number 91. We're already hearing the trash talk. Face-off won by the Salty Dogs. Dumped down into the zone, right on net already, and Bayshaw sends it aside. Sweetie now with it. Look at that stick handling. Kind of a dangerous area to be playing around with it, but he does have possession. He's got it out to Alves, up the left boards. Alves swinging that stick around, and there's Venditti finding Curran. Back to Venditti. Little toe drag there by Venditti. He brings it down now. Right in front of the Allies' net. No go. That's him and Kelsey now fighting for it in the corner. Sweetie comes and helps out Kelsey a bit. And now Sweetie leading the counter. He's got Alves on his right. Blazinski trailing to his left. Sweetie hanging onto it. Still on his stick. Look at that. Wrist shot just wide though. But Kelsey sticking with it. Dumps it back into the Dogs' territory. This one is controlled by Curran. And he wraps it around his own net. Has it to Venditti. And he's got Moraes cruising down into the Allied zone as Venditti dumps it in there. Sweetie now trying to give chase. As Glenn Cohen brings it down, and now Venditti dumps it back into Allies territory, right in front. Look at that play there by Alves, diving right in front. And now the counterattack. Here's Blazinski getting it around Cohen there. And nearly off the back pads there of Joe Kuninkiel, the goalie for the Dogs. And now, the Dogs really a dangerous turnover there right in front of the net. Here's an opportunity now for the Dogs to try and force a turnover deep in Allies territory. Nice cross-rink pass there to Alves by Sweetie. And Cohen brings it down. Cohen using those stick handling abilities. He is the captain, a one-time Allies player. Look at that move right through the 5-hole of Bayshaw there. And that is a goal for Glenn Cohen. 1-0 Salty Dogs here with about 9 minutes to go here in the opening period. And he took that goal to goal there, using his stick handling ability. Bayshaw not happy. Just recently named as the #1 goalie in the D1 division, saving nearly 89% of the shots he faces. And this one's dumped right back into the zone here by Cohen. Won by the Dogs, now controlled. Here's a chance for Tom Riscotti. Last time I saw Tom Riscotti, this man for goals, Allies 2.0 franchise record for goals in a game with 7, tying Michael Kelsey, a running mate of his that may be out there, may be out there tonight with Riscotti. And here's Riscotti bringing it down. Controlled now by the Dogs. That's Curran. Got it across the rink to Venditti, also known as Junior here at PISA. And this one's won here by Moraes. Cross-rink pass here. There's an opportunity. Wrister just wide. Bayshaw with a sigh of relief. And Moraes, he's got numbers right in front. Look at that track back there by Bayshaw, robbing Curran of a goal. And here's an opportunity on the other end on the counter for DiCamillo. Or, sorry about that. That was Riscotti. Riscotti now controlling right in front of Kuninkiel. He's got help there. Phil Elliott tries to find him. Intercepted by Venditti, but now back by Riscotti. Riscotti with a wrister right in front of the net, and it is a goal. We are all knotted up here at 1, and that is Riscotti. As mentioned, this kid really can put goals in the back of the net. 7:40 to go here in the opening period. We are all knotted up at 1. This one's knocked out of play here to the left. That's Curran. Curran is an absolute bull on the face-offs. He loves to drive straight through, and then the face-off man for the Allies is Blazinski, who's their best man on the face-off and also has his own tendencies on the face-off to win them, typically. And this one is won by the Dogs. Venditti to Cohen. Across to Curran, and he is intercepted. Cohen now brings it down in his own zone. This one's won by Alves on the interception. He lets a blue line shot go. Kuninkiel kicks it aside. He's got it to Curran. Or Cohen. And now Curran with it. And he does find Kelsey. Kelsey centers back to Delgado, and the Allies taking their time. And this is their play style. They're going to work it up. It may not be sexy, but it is very effective. You don't get to 5-1 at this point in the season without having an effective game plan week in and week out. And the Allies have stuck to theirs, and they're not changing it for anybody. Here's Venditti now. Up to Cohen. Cohen trying to find help up front. This one's intercepted by Allies defense. That's Delgado now with it, streaking up the middle. Their refs say play on, and here comes the counter. It's an opportunity right in front, and that is a goal. And that one is set up by Curran, and that is Carlisle with the goal. 2-1. Salty Dogs with 6:10 to go here in the opening period. And both goals, they've come right in front of Jason Bayshaw, right in his grill. And that's something he's not going to want to continue to see happening. Maybe getting that defense to tighten up and prevent any more up-close and personal encounters with these Salty Dog defenders, or offensive players. Here's Sweet Tie, controlling behind his net, using the boards, and he's got help on the right. There's a pass, and he does find Elliott. Elliott up the right, centering pass there. And that's Riscotti finishing. Just like that, we are knotted up at 2. Riscotti gets his second of the game. I swear, since I have been broadcasting here at PISA, all this man does is score goals when he's out there. 5:50 to go here in this first period, 2-2. And we will have Rascati on the face-off and Moraes for the Dogs. Won by Moraes. Venditti with it at the blue line. Knocked down by his own teammate there. Moraes has it back to Venditti. Look at that glove save there by Bayshaw. Great job by him tracking that, hanging on to it. Does a very good job there, preventing any rebound, and that's Venditti, who literally has a flame attached to the back of his slap shot. Great save there by Bayshaw. Face-off won here by the Dogs, controlled by Cohen. Cohen using that stick handling ability. Look at that, up off the crossbar, and it is signaled as a goal. That hit the crossbar, dropped straight down. That is a goal for Cohen, his second of the game. 5:30 to go here in the opening period, and it is 3-2 Dogs. Not much you can do about that. That was phenomenally placed. Upper 90. Through a lot of traffic as well. Makes it very difficult for the goalies to get a clear view on that. Now face-off won by the Dogs. This one's deflected here by Alves. Won by Sweetai in his own area. And now he's got the counter as well. Got it over to Alves. And this one's knocked up out of play by Carlisle. Good hustle by him. Got a goal earlier. That there's John Driscoll having a giggle there with the players. Head referee, or not head, but alongside Joe Mata. Face-off won here by the Allies, but controlled by the Dogs. There's Bayshaw tracking it. That's Delgado and Curran getting kind of into it there. Delgado taking the stick right from Curran's person. And there's a centering pass. Moraes just can't put his stick on it. Great eyes there by Curran to set that thing up. And Curran with assists on the year as well. Him and Cohen together have combined for some incredible playmaking abilities. And then, of course, there's Venditti for the Dogs, and all three of them are shining so far this evening. And here's a face-off win for the Allies. Kelsey now has it, streaking up the left. He's got a trailer in Sweetai. Can't get it there. Venditti now brings it down for the Dogs. And he now streaking up, now up the center. Taking his time, wrapping back around into his own zone. Wants to find some numbers. He's going to feint a slap shot right into the zone. Bayshaw using those pads. Get it out of the way. Great job by him to find that one. And that was well past the red line there. It's exceptionally accurate from that distance. 4:20 to go here in the opening period. Face-off win for the Dogs. This one may come right back in on Bayshaw. And this one's broken up by Blazinski. Venditti will control for the Dogs in his own zone. Dumps it right back into the Allies' zone. That one's controlled by Curran. Curran now trying to find Carlisle. No go. There's Sweetai. 2-on-1. He's got Delgado for help. Keeps it himself. Knocked up out of play off the skate of Venditti. And an interesting side note here. Both teams tied for first, as mentioned earlier, but also seeking that ever-elusive 11th point here in this league. And once you kind of get to that 11th point, it's the magic number. It's the standard to keep it on, and that typically means that you're going to be making the postseason. And here's Blazinski winning the face-off. Wrists are just wide. Turnover here now by the Allies. Here comes Venditti. Winds up again from the blue line. Knocked up out of play into the rafters. And we will have a face-off in neutral ice, or neutral zone, just outside the Allies' territory. It will be Blazinski and Curran on the face-off. Cohen and Venditti in back of Curran. And this one is won and controlled now eventually by the Dogs. Here comes Carlisle now streaking up the left. Centering, he's got room. Nearly found Curran there to get it, tip it by Bayshaw. Maybe a redirect. No go. Bayshaw was able to get a pad on it. Send it beside. And there's Cohen now looking for a teammate. Can't find him. Broken up by Blazinski, who clears it out of the zone. But Venditti brings it down now just outside his own territory. Now Delgado now streaking. He's going to take a shot. Deflected off here. Centering pass by Delgado. Nobody home, but Kelsey is able to control. Centering pass there. Blazinski controls. Dumps it into Dogs zone deeper in. Out of play. Now the refs having a little fun with each other. That's Driscoll. Joking around with Joe Amato, who's catching a water break. That legendary status buys him a few breaks here and there, for sure. There's a face-off won by the Dogs. Cohen back to Venditti. Back to Cohen, who's got Carlisle up the boards. Rascotti and giving chase. Cohen now has found Venditti. Centering pass there, and there's Rascotti using the wheels. This kid's a blur. Alves controls centering pass. Nearly a goal there for the Allies. This one's dumped out of the Allies zone, out of the Dog zone into the Allies zone. Controlled though by Sweet Tie. Gets it right back into the Dog zone. This one's kind of held up there on the boards. And now Cohen knocked out of the zone there by Sweet Tie. Controlled by the Allies. Bouncing around now. Does anybody want it? Refs say play on. Cohen may have got tripped up there. It's controlled eventually by Venditti. Venditti rips it another one. That was blue line. His own blue line. Accurately, and Bayshaw kicks it aside. And this one's controlled by Sweet Tie right in front of the net. Broken up there by Venditti. That was a clear opportunity. Legs by Curran. Eventually knocked up into the rafters, out of play. Minute and a half here to go in the opening period. We'll have a face-off in the Allies territory. Will be Elliott and Curran. Won by break. He has Moraes trailing behind him. Might have to keep an eye on that. Sweet Tie's keeping it. Goal to goal. Deflected aside. Venditti showing some sign of respect there. He's been considered as maybe the true up-and-coming great at the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena, but Phil Sweet Tie might have a thing or two to say about that before the end of the night for the Allies, as Venditti shows him. And we got a face-off now in the Dogs' territory, or zone. That is Elliott and Curran again. Won by Elliott again. Sweet Tie rips in a wrister. Too high. Centering pass there by Rascotti. Elliott can't get it on net. And here comes Curran. Broken up by Rascotti. Elliott now hanging around with it right out in front, right off the chest there with a thunderous slap shot by Sweet Tie. And it's controlled by Sweet Tie. 45 seconds to go. Allies gaining possession again. Eventually brought down now here by Cohen. Cohen's got it up to Curran. Curran back to Venditti. He'll look to dump it in, and he does. Sweet Tie breaks it up. Moraes with it now. Got it back to Venditti. 20 seconds to go here in the opening period. As Venditti dumps it right back in. Bayshaw with that vision. It's not going away. That's going to be coming all night, and Venditti's able to put it on net. Look at that. Nearly a counter opportunity there for the speedster for Scotty. Broken up. Dumped right back in. 2 seconds to go. And that will end the first period here. 3-2 Allies, or Salty Dogs here, at the end of one. First place on the line. Doesn't seem like any team really has the upper hand at the moment. And here we go to start the second period. I'd like to thank our sponsor, JD's Pizzeria Bar and Grill in Southington. JD's does have the largest TV in the Southington area, and they make great pizza. So maybe swing on down for Game 7 tonight between the Capitals and the Rangers. And this one is controlled now by Allies behind their own net. That's Sweet Tie. Magic hands, they call them on the Allies. Nice flick through here by Alves. He's got Kelsey now. Kelsey controlling it. Backhand right into the body. Noonan Keel doing a good job there preventing it. Kuhn Keel doing a great job there preventing any rebound at all, especially with Blazinski. He was right in front of the net there. 10.5 to go here in the second period. That's Moraes on the face-off. Won by the Allies and Blazinski. Sweet Tie gets it in, deflected off Carlisle's stick as well, and that is a goal with 10:20 to go. We are all knotted up at 3. Fortunate bounce there. Nobody said it had to look good. That was off the face-off win there by Blazinski, taking advantage of the Dogs. Wall Curran isn't out there, who is typically the Dogs' #1 face-off man, going up against the Allies' #1 face-off man there in Blazinski, and it worked out well for the Allies there. And here's an opportunity right in front for Kelsey, broken up there. Now laying out is Kuhn-Keel, and Kuhn-Keel will secure it. Just over 10 to go here, knotted at 3. That was a great opportunity there for Kelsey. It was a great job tracking back there by Moraes to break it up. Now we have a face-off in the Dogs' territory. That's Blazinski versus Moraes. And this one is won by Moraes. Behind the net of the Dogs, that's Cohen controlling. Cross-rink pass. He's found Moraes up the right side. He's got Venditti behind him. Good communication there by them two. That one's broken up here. Here's an opportunity again for Kelsey. One-on-one. Keeper to beat, and he does. Look at that. Winds up, scores. Wonderful finish there. 4-3 Allies. And just like that, in a matter of a minute and 13 seconds, the Allies have given themselves a 1-goal advantage. 4-3 Allies. And that is how you want to start this second period off if you're them. That was Mike Kelsey with his second breakaway opportunity. The first one broken up there by Moraes. The second one right back. And look at that. Face-off win for the Dogs right down. Carlisle sticks with it. Hustle points. Gets it right by Bayshaw. I don't even think he was ready for that one off the bat with how quick it came down and bouncing off. 4-4 Allies and Dogs tied up with 9:40 to go. That's another goal that a lot of traffic right in front of Bayshaw has equaled goals this evening. He's done a great job of keeping his eyes on the ball from distance with those Venditti slap shots. But those ones in front right now are giving him a bit of trouble, but it's also been one-on-ones in those cases. So we'll see how Bayshaw is able to maybe get his defense to tighten back up again, as they did near the end of that first period, and preventing many chances there for the Dogs. There's a broken stick here by Rascati. Rascati, he doesn't look like he's doing well there. Holding his groin, his stick there broken in half, nearly. Right off the back, might have jammed right back into him as his body was going forward. His stick wasn't moving with him. He's a hockey player though. He's tough. As everybody circles around him. Better hope that's not a lucky stick there for the Allies. This kid's been scoring at an unbelievable clip over the past few games. But it's not about the equipment. It's about the man swinging the stick. And Rascati certainly got the tools to be able to get back into this one. Here's a face-off now in neutral zone. Glove down here by Elliott. Good maneuverability there. Venditti sticking with him, and he does break it up. Now Venditti leading the counter. broken up there right off the back of the skate of Moraes. And Diddy kind of caught him before he could do anything. This one here broken up now by Cohen, and Cohen now leading the counterattack to Venditti. Venditti dragging it through the body. Backhand across the face of the goal, nobody there. Alves tries to find there Riscotti as he's back on the rink with a new stick and skating with the same speeds. That injury must have just been a quick little slip up, and now he's back out there. Allies now streaking up the center. There's Riscotti, center and pass. This one's broken up there by Captain Glenn Cohen. Wonderful job by him. He's been patient, calm, collected all game, really holding this dog's back line together. And he's got it now at the blue line, using plenty of patience, stick handling ability. Backhand is open, and he is blocked there by Bayshaw. Glove save there. Knocked down. Here's an opportunity for the dogs to maybe regain. Nope, it will be Allies, but a careless pass there by Riscotti on the backhand. Carlisle now with a chance, centering pass right in front of Bayshaw. And Bayshaw gets his glove on it, and we will have a face-off here in the Allies zone. That will be Curran and Blazinski now skating onto the rink for the Allies. He'll most likely be taking that face-off, and he is. He's centering up now with Curran. Curran likes to drive right through his opponent on his face-offs, whereas Blazinski, he kind of likes to find where he's going before it and make sure he wins it to that area. There he was looking back to Delgado, and he's won it to Delgado. But it is controlled eventually by the dogs, and Venditti with a beautiful blue line slapper, just under 8 to go, gets by the blocker side of Bayshaw, and he was blinded there by the traffic in front of him. Venditti, that accuracy is ridiculous. From that type of distance, I haven't seen a player in this division be able to do that. And it's 5-4 now. Salty Dogs, that was a wonderful goal. This one's dumped now down into the Dogs' territory. Venditti now controlling though, getting it down into the Allied zone. Slapper again, glove saving a beauty there by Bayshaw. Center and pass here by Venditti, no good. And here comes the counter. This is Kelsey now leading it. He's got some power on him. He can run right through. And there's Kuninkiel using the pads, knocking it down. And here comes the counter for the Dogs. But broken up here by Sweetie. Sweetie at the blue line, dribbling it like a basketball, and away, rips in a wrister. Another pad save there by Kuninkiel. Kicked aside. And now the counter. Here's Carlisle streaking, but Bayshaw is able to get it out of his own zone. And here comes Kelsey driving up the center. Good hustle there by Moraes to track back. Brought down by Blazinski. Great save there by Kuninkiel. Kick save and a beauty there for him. That was incredible. And here's Curran controlling. He's got Venditti. Venditti up the left. Now to the center. He's got Carlisle on his right. Sweetie knowing he's going to be winding up from about that blue line to dump it down into the Allied zone. Gets to a knee, knocks it down, and here comes Kelsey now with maybe his third opportunity with him versus the goalie. Alley-oop there to Delgado. Delgado couldn't get a stick on it, but it may be controlled here by Delgado when it is. Behind the dog zone. He's got to pass to Kelsey, fighting through. Allies still with possession, behind the dog zone. Net. It's won by Blazinski now. Center and pass. Kelsey couldn't get a stick on it, and now Curran with it. Curran hanging on to it in his own zone. Dangerous area, but nifty stick work there by him. And Curran still with possession, gaining the red line now, down into the Allied zone. Plenty of room in front of him. Wrister just wide. And still controlled by the Dogs. Actually, now Allies have it. Streaking up the left is Sweetie, now to the center. He's got Riscotti wound up. Wrister, glove save and a beauty there by Kuhn. Wow, look at that. That one bounces right off of the Kuninkiel save. Rolling one-time in opportunity for Philip Elliott, and he finishes. What accuracy. That was some shades of John Venditti Jr. there. 5-5 here with 5:40 to go here in the second period. And now we are hearing the chatter, hearing the determination of both squads as they're both looking to really take a foothold on this game. Neither one been able to do it so far. Goalies are ready. Face-off won by the Dogs. That is Captain Glenn Cohen with it. Patient as ever to Venditti. Venditti now streaking around the back of his net. Dumps it into the Allied zone. Broken down by Alves, but Curran now with an opportunity. Quick wrister. And Bayshaw controls it. And we'll have a face-off in the Allies zone as Curran, behind him Cohen and Venditti. You got to think he's looking for Venditti on that slap shot off this face-off. And this one is eventually brought down here by the Allies. That was Rascati, broken now down by Venditti. Venditti winding up again from the blue line. And there's a chance here. Rascati's going to get to it and control. Cohen giving chase. Rascati has help. Centering pass. That's a goal there for Rascati. Up and off the post. Back behind Kuninkiel. And Allies takes the lead. 6-5. Allies with just under 5 to go here. And that's Rascati getting his third. Face-off at center ice, or rink, won by the Allies. Dumped now down into the Dog zone, controlled by Cohen. Cohen trying to find Curran on the left, but Cohen's now hanging on to it. Found Venditti. Venditti with some nifty stick handling there, winding up probably. Nope. Centering pass here by Moraes trying to find Curran. No good. Bayshaw hangs on to it. Oh, and there's a toss from Bayshaw to Joe Mata, the referee. Wasn't looking, right off his chest. He'll laugh that one off. And here's Curran and Elliott now in the face-off. This one's won. Here comes Rascati streaking up the left. He's going to wind up. That one's knocked down there by Kuninkiel. Good vision by him. And we got ourselves a pretty good game here with 4.5 to go in the second period. 6-5 Allies. A lot of players kind of treating this like an all-star game, it looks like. Showing respect for one another. We've seen a lot of great moves. It's been a very entertaining game so far. First place is on the line, so eventually we'll see which team wants it more. As of now, let's just enjoy the show. Here's Elliott now controlling it in the Dog zone, and this one's broken up here by Venditti. Gains possession, coming up that blue line, winding up. Nice pass there to Curran across the goal, and look at Bayshaw with the glove save, scooping it out of the air. I think Curran thought he had one there. That was a great pass, too, by Venditti. To see him with the fake slap. Curran, great placement. Kind of took some heat off it as well. I dumped it into that upper right corner, and Bayshaw scooped it right out of the air. This one is won in the Allied zone by the Dogs. That's it. Carlisle dancing around in front of Bayshaw. And Carlisle still with possession behind the Allies' net, bouncing around in front. Got a shot off. Bayshaw used the body to knock it away. This one's now intercepted by Delgado. He gets a stick on it. That is a very, very smart play there by Delgado to break it up. And here comes Venditti now streaking up the left. He's going to probably wind up. Look at that backhanded ability. Nope. Right up off of Bayshaw's face. And this one's tripped up. Kind of both players 50-50 ball there. And this one's bouncing around nearly off the back of Kuninkiel's skate there. Could have been an unfortunate play for him. The Dogs do escape, and here's Cohen now streaking up the right. He's hanging on to it. That ball is attached to him. His stick must have a magnet, and that ball must have a magnet because it is not leaving him. And now the Dogs controlling. That is Curran behind with a wraparound chance. Carlisle nearly got in on it as well, and Bayshaw puts an end to all that. Stoppage of play there with just over 3 to go. Score has not changed. Bayshaw's done a darn good job down there keeping that. So a lot of traffic in front, and that's been the issue tonight on Bayshaw. Typically, the closer you get tonight, the better the opportunity's been. And this one's won by the Dogs on the face-off. Centering pass by Cohen. Nobody home. There's Kelsey now. Smart play, getting it across the rink, spreading it out. Allies' traditional style. This one's now broken up. Pesty play there by Delgado. And now Venditti controlling behind his own net. across the rink to Cohen. Cohen can't control. This one's won by Kelsey. Kelsey now wraps around center and pass. Nearly had that one to Blazinski. Kelsey, good hustle there. He's a power forward. Guy's just a wall of muscle there. Tough to get around here on. Right off the crossbar. Got his daily dose of iron there. That one's Venditti trying to dump it back in. No good. Controls it back to Cohen, who's got it back to Venditti, who has room at the blue line. Slap shot just wide to the right. He's not happy about that one. Cohen now brings it down to the blue line. He does have his help there behind him with Venditti. Great vision there, and that one's off the post as well. Curran, little ting, 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 ring-a-ding-ding. Nobody home now. This one's won by the Allies in their own zone. Delgado now swinging ball across, and there's Blazinski. Knocked away by Kuninkiel. There's Curran now. Maybe this squad can get, or this dog squad can put one away. They've had some unfortunate luck here these last few minutes. 1:20 to go here in the second period. Controlled by Venditti, wraps around his own net. Look at the wheels there, the stick handling ability. He's streaking up the right. He's found it, Carlisle. Carlisle to Curran. And that one's a beautiful save there by Shaw. Broken up now. Good hustle there by Venditti, getting back. Breaking up the sweet tie opportunity there on the left. And now Curran controlling. He's got room in front of him. He'll hang on to it. He'll get a shot off, or at least the ability to. Controlled still by Curran behind the Allies' net. Maybe should have gotten rid of it a bit sooner. And there's 45 seconds to go here as the refs signal dead. It will be a face-off in the Allies zone. We'll get a line change here, perhaps finish out this second period. 6-5 Allies still. But a good opportunity here for the Dogs to put one on the board off the face-off, especially if Venditti's in there. Anything that's won by the Dogs, they'll be looking for him on a one-time opportunity or maybe some space. Cohen flanking Venditti. Won by Carlisle, back to Venditti. Got it over to Cohen. Cohen has plenty of room. Back to Venditti. Oh, they were just a bit out of sync there. This one's knocked up out of play as Venditti tries to dump it into the Allied zone. Scotty's saying, I swatted that like a baseball. Going to the major leagues with that one. There's the proof. The proof is in the video, ladies and gentlemen. Slow that one down. You might be able to get a better look. Here's a face-off in the neutral zone, won by the Allies. Controlled now by Elliott. Elliott now controls. He's nearly has an opportunity to find Rascati. Broken up there by Cohen. Good job by him. And Elliott giving chase behind him. Broken up now by Rascati. Rascati has room in front. Gets it out just wide to the left. Kuninkiel, good job there to cover all his grounds there, all the openings. Won by Alves now, and there's a kick save as well by Kuninkiel. Better safe than sorry there. Cohen controls, and that will end the second period. 6-5 Allies. We have an incredibly entertaining third period coming our way. First place on the line. Neither squad still really gaining a foothold in this matchup, and now we'll see which team wants it more. This will just be a matter of heart. So please stay tuned for the third period. So here we are, about to start the third period, 6-5 Allies. Some very good discussion there. I could at least hear from the Allies captain Joey Delgado, controlling his team, letting them know where they got to go, what he wants to see in this third period. On the other side, it's been Venditti for the Dogs, who's been very animated, down a goal, so you know him, Cohen, and Curran, that three-headed monster, or you could call him Cerebus, the three-headed dog guardian of the Greek underworld. There's a face-off won by the Dogs. Controlled now by Elliott. He's got a chance in front of net. Venditti sticks with it, breaks it up. Junior breaking that up, and Junior's still hanging on to it. And this one's got Elliott. Chance in front, and that is Rascati. Good hustle there by Elliott. Stay with it. Found Rascati right in front. That gives the Allies a 2-goal advantage, which could prove very, very vital here with 10:40 to go here in the third period. And the Allies have 3 goals to open up the last 2 periods within a minute-and-a-half span. And that's something, that's strictly the time off that the period has given them, able to set up a good play opportunity for the squad, probably by Delgado, letting the team know exactly what he wants to see right out of the break. And it's paid off all night for the Allies. That's Rascati's 4th. And this one's controlled by Sweetie. Great vision to find Rascati across the rink. And Kuhnenkeel closing up that 5-hole. Then gloving it down. We'll have a face-off in the Dogs' zone. Or Rascati. Now with 4 goals, if I'm not mistaken, on the night. Here's a slap shot by Sweetie, broken up by Moraes. Good hustle by him, and he's sticking with it as Carlisle's also in pursuit. Sweetie now controlling. Found Alves across the rink. Alves swinging past, dangerous area. It is broken up again, though, by Alves, as it was intercepted by Venditti. Stick save there for Kuhnenkeel. And now here comes the Dogs' opportunity. It is, look at that glove save there by Bayshaw. Good job by him. Sweetie now tracking. This one's dumped back. Controlled by the Allies on the left. There's Elliott dumping it down into the Dogs' zone. Rascati gloves it down, just can't get a stick on it, but Sweetie eventually controlling through the legs of Carlisle. He's got Alves for help at the blue line. And he's found him. Alves controlling. Dumps it now down in there. And Cohen breaks it up with his stick. Jedi lightsaber move there, knocking it out of the air like it was a droid's shooting gun. Here's controlled by Sweetie, now around the net. Elliott, a little careless on the control, but he still does have it. Broken up and controlled now by Carlisle, then intercepted again by Elliott. Elliott's now swung it across to Rascati. He gloves it down. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Allies, and Rascati has room. Tries to backhand it across there to Elliott, broken up by Venditti. He's been all over the rink defensively for the Dogs. And here's another counter opportunity for Rascati. Kuhnenkeel pads it down. Dangerous idea there by Kuhnenkeel to leave that for Venditti, but Venditti does make the best of it. He has an opportunity. Goal to goal again for him. Every member of the Big Three for the Dogs has proven that they have been able to track blue line to blue line and deeper as well, goal to goal, with the ball on their stick. That's something Allies will have to seal up here, especially as time winds down and the Allies are looking to try and protect this lead. Bouncing around here behind the Allies' net, intercepted here by Venditti, but one down by Kelsey. Rascati now dumps it down into the Dog zone. Delgado will control at the blue line, dumped right back in. Cohen now controlling for the Dogs. 2-on-1 there, though. Can't get through both Kelsey and Blazinski. Controlled by the Allies, dumped right back in by Alves. And Moraes now for the Dogs will control, as Kelsey's given chase. Moraes may have to get it out now. And nice play there by Cohen. Get it out. Controlled now by Carlisle. In his own zone, though. A lot of time playing with the ball in their own zone. And here comes an opportunity for Carlisle. Cross net. Great play there by Bayshaw to get the body, seal up all the opportunities. Delgado was also tracking on Carlisle there to prevent a real clear opportunity and wide open shot that was there for Carlisle before Delgado stuck with him. Controlled now by the Dogs. That is Cohen. Cross rink to Venditti. Venditti now wraps all the way around, traveling a great deal of distance there. This one's skate intercepted by Alves. Bouncing around now. Great opportunity there for the Dogs. And Bayshaw tracks it across the face of the net. Uses both pads, knocking that thing out of there. And now Cohen now controlling. Intercepted though by Sweet Tie. Sweet Tie with it up on the right. He's got room. Centering pass. Kelsey just couldn't get it around Kuninkiel. Good job by Kuninkiel. Knocking that out and keeping this thing close with 6 minutes to go here in the final period. Controlled by Moraes. Centering pass to Carlisle. Maybe should have one-timed that one. Played around with it too much. Allowed Bayshaw to seal up all those holes on the right. Now controlled by Delgado of the Allies. Taking his time. Got it up the boards to Kelsey. Kelsey swings it out of his zone. It is controlled by the Dogs behind their net. That's Venditti. It's got Curran up for help. Tries to find Curran, just misses. Maybe a flat tire or something. This one's ripped in from his own blue line. Back behind the net. Controlled now by the Dogs. That's Carlisle. Ref saying let him go, let him go. Carlisle not happy there. Kelsey got away with it. Good vision there by Kelsey to find Sweet Tie. Sweet Tie. Moraes trailing him. Venditti in front of him. Broken up there by Venditti. Controlled now by Moraes of the Dogs, who's got it up to Venditti. Who's now got some room to make things happen. Rister. Trying to toe drag. Kind of looking for fouls here, and Blazinski is able to finish cross rink. It's that strong left hand of his. Finishing just under the pads. Kuninkiel not able to drop him, and that is 8-5 Allies. Venditti of the Dogs. Very animated with the refs. Not happy about a missed call he thought he should have gotten. And that is 8-5 Allies with just under 5 to go here in the final period. As the head ref Joe Mata waiting for both goalies. They are set. We have the face-off. Sweet Tie controls for the Allies. 3-goal advantage. So we'll see if the Allies kind of park that bus to guarantee them this opportunity. But some say the best their defense is a good offense. So we'll see if the Allies keep up the pressure in the way they've been playing. It seems to be working for them. Elliott now controlling behind his net. Now we're seeing Venditti pressing up forward a bit more along with Curran. Maybe make something happen here for the Dogs. You saw how quickly the Allies were able to score 3 goals, all within a minute and a half of each other off of the opening face-off of the period. And there was some nifty stick handling there by Curran, broken up by Bayshaw with the pads. This one's ripped in from the blue line by Rascati, knocked down by Kuninkiel. And intercepted on Venditti by Elliott. Good hustle by Elliott again. Elliott's been all over Venditti and made him pay for one mistake earlier. And now Venditti has some room. Cross pass off the post. That may be the 3rd off the post we've seen this evening for the Dogs. So maybe just an inch or two difference keeps them in this game. And that is a shot wrister by Sweet Tie. Just inside the blue line. 3.5 to go. And now a 4-goal advantage for the Allies here in this 3rd period, and that could prove to be the dagger. Sweet Tie has been relatively quiet all night with the goals. Did have one earlier off a deflection that was credited to him. And we have a timeout now for the Dogs. The Allies done a phenomenal job regaining their composure after a rough first period, you could say, for their standards. But you could say the same thing for the Dogs. Both teams were a bit uncomposed, kind of laughing around, as I said, up until midway through the second period when things kind of really ramped up. It was no longer treated as an all-star game as we've seen. But Allies certainly a more confident-looking group coming out of this timeout. As the Dogs now are going to have to look to amp up this pressure. Jason Bayshaw is going to have to keep his head focused for these last 3.5 minutes to secure his team a 6th victory. And we will have a face-off. As both goalies are ready. That's Elliott and Curran. Won by Curran, but controlled by the Allies. This one's knocked up out of play. Cohen just an inch or two off. Letting that thing bounce off the boards. And rolling deeper into the Allied zone. And we have a face-off in the neutral zone. Elliott and Curran. Again, 3.5 to go here. Won by Curran. He's got Moraes on his left. And there's a wrister. No good. Oh, that one did bounce up off the boards. Back out off the back of Bayshaw, up off the crossbar. And Moraes knocks it in. 3-goal advantage now for the Allies. 9-6, 6-9 if you're talking for the Dogs. 3:20 to go here in the final period. Still plenty of a cushion for the Allies. And still plenty of time for the Dogs to get back into it. And Sweet Tie now intercepts it in the center ring. He puts a wrister in on Kuninkiel. And Venditti and Sweet Tie fighting for it. Venditti eventually comes out as the winner on this matchup. But Sweet Tie sticking with him. Breaks up Venditti's opportunity to get it deeper in the zone. But Venditti fights through Delgado. Center and pass. Moraes. Good stop by Bayshaw. 2:50 to go. 3-goal advantage still for the Allies. But the Dogs are pressing here. And they do have their big 3 out there. Cerebus out there. Curran on the face-off. Won by the Allies. Sweet Tie with it. Delgado kind of just shields him. And help on the far right there for Blazinski, for Sweet Tie to Blazinski. And Sweet Tie has found him. This one's knocked up out of play into the rafters. 2:38 to go here in the final period. With Blazinski and Curran on it. It's won by Curran. Cohen now controls for the Dogs. Over to Venditti. Venditti, nifty moves. He's out at the blue line now. Puts it in. Bounces off a few players. Bayshaw tracks back. He was far to the left. Tracked all the way back to the center to get in front of that ball bouncing. 2.5 to go here. The final stretch. We will see if the Dogs are forced to pull their goalie at any time, if they can narrow this lead down. Venditti winds up from the blue line. Broken up, a lot of traffic in front of the net there. This one's controlled now by Blazinski. Moraes trailing, and he does break it up. Now Venditti has it, winds up again, trying to just dump it back down into the Allied zone. This one's controlled, though, by Sweet Tie. Sweet Tie now cross-ring pass to the right to Blazinski. Blazinski tries to get it in on net. Perhaps should have hung on to it. And now Cohen and Venditti chasing Blazinski. This one's gloved down here by Curran. Centering ball. He's got Venditti. Venditti to Moraes. Moraes backhand up off the left. Glove save for Bayshaw there. Apologies. Controlled by Curran. Across ring to Venditti. Venditti had an opportunity there. The one time you don't see him put a lot of heat on it. Maybe he should have there. Venditti now controlling. Wrister up into the air, and Bayshaw scoops it out of the air. 1:20 to go here in the final period. Alves coming on now for Delgado for the Allies. Maybe some fresh legs to finish this off for the Allies. There's a face-off for Curran and Blazinski. Won by Curran, though. Controlled by the Allies. And this one's brought down by Alves. but glove down by Venditti. He's got some room. Backhand by Venditti, no good. Curran now has help behind him to Cohen. He's found Cohen. Cohen back to Curran. Curran, if Moraes kind of knocked down in front of the net there. Some heavy traffic there by the Dogs and the Allies in front of the Allies net. And here we will have the goalie pulled for the Dogs. 3-goal advantage, as they will have that empty net. Can the Allies put it away with an empty net goal? Or the extra man kind of make this a game again? Won by the Dogs on the face-off. They'll have to control. Dump back to Venditti at the top of the blue line. Kelsey on his knees. This one's knocked up out of play, deflected. Perhaps off the skate of Bayshaw in net. Up out of play behind the net. And we will have a face-off in the Allies zone. Driscoll calling off Blazinski there, trying to get it down out of their zone. One-timer opportunity there, had everybody holding their breath for Junior, and he just couldn't follow through. Moraes with a rip. Bayshaw getting the pads in front of it, controlled still by the Dogs. Venditti has room in front, winds up. That one sounded like it cracked the pads of Bayshaw. It was hit so hard. Good job by him. Knock it down, 20 seconds to go here. 3-goal advantage still for the Allies. Kelsey using the body, physical play with Curran right in the center ice. And Sweet Tie is going to get an empty net goal to finish off his hat trick. Him and Riscotti. Both with hat tricks. And that will make it 10-6 Allies, if my math is correct. With 7 seconds to go, that should do it. Here, and they are actually calling it early. Here with 7 seconds to go. I haven't seen that before, but it's a good game by the Allies, and they take sole possession of first place here in the D1 division. As the Dogs kind of call it quits there. And the Dogs fall to 5-2. 2 consecutive losses for them. And that's definitely going to leave a taste in their mouth they don't want to see. They've surrendered first place now pretty quickly, as the Allies have streaked together now 6 consecutive wins. That'll do it here. 10-6 Allies as they move to 6-1. Dogs fall to 5-2, as I just said. And sole possession of first place falls into the Allies' hands. Now for the 3 stars of the night, the 3rd star I'm going to give to Jason Bayshaw. He was a bit rough off the bat, but he composed himself, only allowing 2 goals through the final 2 periods. And this defense did kind of tighten up as Venditti continued to fire those long slap shots in for the Dogs. Bayshaw continued to track him down, and that cannot be easy, especially with the way this ball can spin and bend and dip, all sorts of weird things. For the 2nd star of the game, I'm going to give it to Phil Sweetie. He was everywhere, and he actually had that defensive capability tonight to move from blue line to blue line, still as his norm, to create these opportunities for the Allies, and he did that at a high clip, creating opportunities for a player like Tom Riscotti up front, who, since I've been broadcasting, has been unbelievable. He's a goal machine, snapped his stick in half, took one to the groin when it snapped in half. Tough player there. Also was able to put away 4 goals. So I'm giving my 1st star of the game to Tom Riscotti. I want to thank you for joining us this evening here at the Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. From Memory to Video Productions, my name is Taylor Jacobs, wishing you a fantastic evening. I'd say there's been some improvement since you last saw me, so...